Bearded Ninja. Tonight we're going to talk about the Gospel of Ninjutsu. And you might ask yourself, what in the world is the Gospel of Ninjutsu? Well, I'm glad you asked. You see, yesterday I had an interesting situation happen in the group, the Modern Shinobi Warriors group that I run. I had a member who is a prominent member of the Bujinkan, somebody that I've seen around the different groups over the years. She for some reason got a little grumpy about the kind of things that I've been teaching in the group. And in fact, she referred to it as Boy Scouts. And now she lives overseas, so she's nobody that's local to me or anything like that. But I found it interesting that she would become angry or discontent with the survival teachings that I've been teaching within the group. In fact, she asked, how does this pertain to ninjutsu at all? She said, Hatsumi Sensei told me, and I asked, that all I need is a lighter. So why in the world would I need to learn how to start fires, different ways? And I just wanted to bang my head against the wall, and I told her, I was like, well, first of all, I'm not a disciple of Hatsumi Sensei. And in fact, Hatsumi Sensei doesn't really even teach ninjutsu anymore. He teaches Budo Taijutsu. And most of the people in the Bujinkan, at least from the people that I've encountered, don't train in actual ninjutsu. Their focus is Budo Taijutsu. But it just reminded me of just a disciple's mindset. Well, Hatsumi said this. Hatsumi Sensei said that. It was like the gospel of ninjutsu. And folks, I gotta be honest with you, if I have to explain why it's important to have survival skills, ninjutsu, listen, I'm not following a dogmatic approach to what a person defines as ninjutsu. Okay, I'm having researched the Bansenshukai and the Shoninki, I'm starting to grasp that historical ninja were very, very open-minded, very ingenuitive, very creative in their thinking, and very non-conventional. And that they had the ability to work in any type of environment that they were in. Now, I don't know what it's like overseas, over in Europe, but I can tell you here in the United States, it's important to be able to survive in both urban and rural environments. You see, I don't need Hatsumi Sensei to tell me that it's not okay to learn how to start fires, that I need a lighter, that's all I need. Well, anybody that has any common sense, whether you want to refer to it as modern ninjutsu or just survival, anybody with any common sense knows that a lighter is an expendable resource. It's expendable. What does that mean? That means that after a while of using it, it stops working. And it's no longer a resource for you. So why would I want to know how to start fires with a ferro rod? Why would I want to be able to start fires with a magnifying glass and char cloth? Why would I want to know how to tie knots? Why would I want to know how to create emergency shelter? Why would I want to know how to be able to have meals that are ready to eat without cooking? Why would I want to be able to be proficient with different types of equipment and weapons and concepts of survival, concepts of awareness, concepts of, being able to read people and to be able to, just be very aware of what's going on around you. Being able to read the situation. I mean, I don't know if you ask me, I would say that ninjutsu, or the historical ninja, probably had to be able to have fieldcraft, bushcraft, scouting type of, and I'm not talking about the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts, but scouting type of skills and tracking skills to survive in a variety of environments. And we're going to be covering urban survival concepts as well as, wilderness survival. So the teachings that I've been sharing in this group, it's not about me trying to be a grandmaster of a ninjutsu style. It has nothing to do with that. It's about giving you ideas, sharing with you resources and concepts to open your mind to be a survivor, not to be a victim, but to be a survivor. So how do these things apply? Well, just this morning here in the early morning hours of New Year's Eve here in the United States, Aspen, Colorado just got hit. Their gas lines just got hit in that area of Colorado. 3 different gas lines. So over 3,500 homes are without gas. And they're expecting a snowstorm, and they're expecting 0-degree temperature conditions. Now, these people are at home and they have no heat. And yes, the authorities in the community are giving out space heaters and stuff like that. So what if they attack the electricity? They've already taken out the gas for 3,500 homes. And this group, well, they at least something that was written that said Earth First, which is a group that apparently does stuff like this. So why would it be important to be able to start a fire? We don't know, how long it's going to take to fix these things. But what if you're just a non-smoker and you don't have a lighter? What if? The point is that terrorism is occurring. We just had the bomb in Nashville. Now we've got this other terrorism going on that took out public utility that can cost people their lives. Why would we want to be able to start a fire? Only ignoramus people with no understanding of the true heart, spirit, and nature of the ninja would ask a dumb question like that. Only a blind follower or a disciple with no thoughts of their own, no creative imagination or thoughts of their own would say, only that kind of a person would say, well, I don't need anything more than a lighter because that's what Hatsumi Sensei told me. And she told me Hatsumi doesn't teach that kind of stuff. I checked. Well, good for him. Good for you. Maybe. If Hatsumi Sensei doesn't teach it, it's probably because he doesn't know it. Okay? Hatsumi Sensei is not the Jesus of the ninjas. Okay? He's not the Messiah. He's just a man. He's a human being. And there are people that worship this individual and everything that he says, and they hold on to everything that he tells you as if it were the gospel of ninjutsu. Folks, you got to think for yourself. Don't be an ignoramus. Don't be foolish in your thinking. Understand that at the end of the day, Hatsumi Sensei is not going to be there to save you. Okay? If your power goes out, your gas goes out, and it's dark and it's cold and you got a snowstorm coming, are you prepared? Do you have the ability to survive with limited resources? Okay, so if I have to explain it to you, you're just never going to get it, folks. You're just never going to get it. Okay? I'm not here to teach a new style of ninjutsu. I didn't create this. I'm just taking the spirit of the ninja and saying, hey, so how can I apply this to my life that works for me in today's world? Because I don't want to dress up like a goofy ninja with a mask and, and a sword on my back and, all this stuff. And I could do it. I could do the mask, or pull the hood up and, do the, do all this bullshit. Folks, it's time to wake up. It's time to wake up and understand that if you want to truly understand the heart and spirit of the ninja, you have to be a survivor. You have to persevere. You have to not give up. Okay, so if this group is not for you, that's okay. If Modern Shinobi Warriors is not for you, if the teachings from the gray-bearded ninja is not for you, that's completely okay. You're not going to hurt my feelings. But I'm not going to let you post a bunch of bullshit in the group that's going to be, anti what we believe in or what we're doing. Just move on. Just hit unsubscribe. Just hit leave group. There's a button to do that. And move on. Okay? It doesn't take anything else than that. Folks, don't believe the hype. There is no such thing as the gospel of ninjutsu. What ninjutsu may be for one person may not always be the same for another. Okay? Let's wake up in our thinking. Let's wake up in our understanding. These are things that are happening to us right now. This world is in a pandemic, and now we got terroristic acts being committed in the United States and probably all over the world. And you're going to ask me, how does this pertain to ninjutsu? Well, I don't know. How does Kihan Happo pertain to ninjutsu? How does Ichimonji no Kamae pertain to ninjutsu? You tell me. Okay? Let's look at historical documents. Let's look at Japanese documents from history, and let's look at those things and say, how can I apply this in today's world that makes it relevant to me now? Or you could put the mask on. Remember, we can do this. And I see all these people, they make all these videos and they're like doing the Spider-Man stuff. Folks, that's fake. That's not going to keep you alive. Okay? Let's get back in touch with reality. There is no gospel in ninjutsu. Just because Hatsumi Sensei does or doesn't do something, that's his business. What's that got to do with me? So I'm going to keep teaching. I'm going to keep sharing. And I'm hoping that some of you understands the importance and the value of being able to survive under adverse situations, be able to take the training and the experience I've gained and grab it for yourself. Make it your own. Make it your own. And then who knows where it goes from there. This is the Gray Bearded Ninja. Thanks for taking the time to listen to my rant. We'll see you soon.